something that I want y'all to see. This is how it goes, bro. This is how it goes.
Jason Momoa is out as Aquaman? And this is coming from Jody's corner, so this is a little bit sussy. Kind of like a sussy baka. But apparently, Jody's corner, you guys, if you guys have been here on the channel for at least 2 years, you guys know I used to have issues with this guy. Far beyond anything, but this guy has sources, and his sources are claiming that Jason Momoa is out as Aquaman. Now, from what he's saying, and you can go watch the video, although I don't recommend it because Jody's corner is a piece of shit. He's one of the most annoying people out there, and he threatened to dox one of my friends. So regardless, he's a fucking piece of shit. But let's just talk about this objectively. Now, he says that his sources say that Jason Momoa is out, and the reason he believes that these sources are right is because James Gunn and Peter Safran, the new co-CEOs of DC Studios, want to move away from the Snyderverse, Snyder fandom, Snyder whatever. And part of that is removing Jason Momoa because he is part of the Snyderverse. Now, I know what you guys are asking. Isn't this a little weird because you still have Gal Gadot? It seems like Henry Cavill's coming back. Ben Affleck might come back. You still have Snyderverse characters, actors who played the characters in the Snyderverse. So why is Jason Momoa specifically getting into it? Now, from what Jody's Corner is saying, he's apparently saying that the reason is because Momoa, out of all the actors, besides maybe Ray Fisher, Jason Momoa has been the most vocal about having the Snyder Cut, Snyderverse. Because if you guys remember back in like around the summer of 2021, Jason Momoa was posting videos saying, "Release the Snyder Cut, Warner Bros. Do it, do it, do it." And then when it happened, he started celebrating it. He keeps promoting, the Snyderverse. He keeps wanting the Snyderverse to happen. He loves Zack Snyder, and so from what Jody says, and again, take it with a grain of salt because I don't know what the man has. I always say this: don't trust scoopers, whether it's Sil Abdul, whether it's fucking Fandom Wire, whatever. I don't care what scoopers you're into. With scoopers, you always have to take everything they say with a grain of salt. Half the time they get things right, half the time they get things wrong. Jody's Corner, not too familiar with his scoop game, but I do remember when Andy was a scooper, although now he transitioned to sending dick pics to random girls and just having fucking talking about Amber Heard all the time and acting as if he's a true hero of the internet. But I saw the video, and one of my issues with these scoopers has always been that they make you it's the problem is they always come off as you have to believe us, and if you don't, you're wrong. And I don't know to believe Jody because the thing is when you're doing scoops, I feel like you need to talk about the scoops, say, why you believe the source. Now you don't have to don't reveal the source, that's the number one thing. But I feel like when you have a source or whatever and you're a scooper, you gotta be respectful. You gotta say in a way where people are able to believe you. And Jody in this video is just kind of like, guys, the Snyder fandom is toxic, it's bad, and you guys can't get what you want. And that is true. I think there's a lot of fans in the Snyderverse fandom that are toxic, and I've come to realize that throughout the years. I think that's time to put that released. A lot of hear what I'm saying, our fan base has gained a lot of toxicity. I've had to be very vocal about this because unfortunately a lot of my fellow Snyder fans want to be silent about it. But Jody has always been very ill intent with the Snyder Cut. In fact, he gets very sensitive when people make videos on him. The only difference between me and the other people is that you can't dox me. My face is out there. Look at this beautiful face. Look at this. Look at this. Have some of it, Jody. Here, sniff, sniff. I'm just kidding. But no, Jody is a unreliable narrative. The guy is a very stupid. He's basically a giant fucking. He's basically a Jabba the Hutt, but human form. So we're just gonna have to wait and see and find out if what he says is true. Now, if this happens, from what Jody says, is it sounds like he might get casted as Lobo, which I do agree. I think Jason Momoa fits more the character of Lobo than he does Aquaman. But the thing is, I like that James Wan changed Aquaman. I've always been a big fan of the Justice League, but Aquaman was never really all that interesting to me. I did like his characters. I did like
I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. I apologize. So this video, like I said, was from 2 years ago. You see, 2 years ago. This was a response video to the video that I made about Jason Momoa being out as Aquaman and becoming Lobo. This is over 2 years ago. I don't know if the date is here. It should be here. December 2nd of 2022 is when I dropped the news to the world that not only will he be being Lobo, but Jason Momoa is out as Aquaman. He's out of the DCU. I also broke the news about Shazam being done and the Wonder Woman 3 being scrapped and all that other stuff that went down. Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, nobody had it. Nobody had it. I dropped it first in the world. You know what I'm saying? For the public to see, which is real talk. And then that's the video that he made in response. Fast forward to now. Jason Momoa to play Lobo in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. 2 years later, Deadline has let us know that the man, Jason Momoa of DC Aquaman films, has been tapped to play Lobo in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Momoa has been linked to the Lobo role since before James Gunn came into the DC universe. He says, I collect comics and I don't do it so much anymore, but was always my favorite, and I always wanted to play Lobo because I'm like, hello, it's the perfect role. Mamoa went on to say that DC should come around to ask him to play Lobo, and it'll be a F yeah, alongside the Instagram screenshot of him saying, you know, Lobo, 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 you know, promote himself. Now it's actually official. It's for show. Not only was, looking back in hindsight, I was right about the Aquaman. He is out as Aquaman. All that stuff that I said in that video was absolutely correct, which goes against what this Snyder cultist hater motherfucker here was talking about, calling me all types of pieces of shit, doxing, whatever the freak talking about, fat coward, Jabba the Hutt. He had a lot of stuff to say, which is very interesting to me because you effing with the wrong one. I see you now. I see who you are. Someone sent it to me, and I'm like, oh, really? This is interesting. But before I comment on that, Lobo is in the DCU as Jason Momoa is basically the same character, so it's almost like a role made for each other. So what do you think about the news, man?
I think it's dope because honestly, I didn't really like him as Aquaman either. I mean, he did okay at the job, but he was a buffoon and an idiot. And I think that's what Lobo is about. Lobo is a joke. Lobo is the type of guy, you know, my main man and all that type of stuff. And I think it's perfect for Jason. You know what I'm saying? He is that character for life. This is a great opportunity for him. This is great for DC because we never got a Lobo before. We never had this type of thing, and I think that's dope, man. I mean, Lobo I think will be a great character to have in the new DC universe. So definitely, I think it's dope.
Keon, what's up, dog? How you feel about Lobo, Jason Momoa?
It's one. Damn, why do I have to be this guy? You know what? Sorry. I don't think he deserves to be Lobo. I don't think he deserves. What has Jason Momoa done? Granted, this is fan casting. We fan casted Ahsoka too. How'd that work out? So, yeah, you look like Lobo, you act like Lobo, but if I'm being honest, we don't do that here. We don't cast because you fit the role. Do you care about DC? Because when DC needed you, what did you do? You was willing to go down with the Snyderverse despite DC.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I can't forgive that.
I did.
For me, I'm just talking about
I was
for
very
me.
down on Jason Momoa upping the Snyder Code, saying restore the Snyder, all that bullshit. He was saying,
if we're gonna forgive Jason,
it's bad.
If we forgive Jason, we should forgive Henry, and I don't want to forgive Henry either.
I did forgive him, but then he started to say dumb stuff again. So it was like, I forgave him when he said that he wanted to do a much more traditional Superman, one more with more hope, with more light, one that's more, you know. I think he said Man of Tomorrow. And then he came out and he went to Snyder's house and said and announced it and released. I said, all right, you're done with me.
If we're looking at a fan casting, sure, he's a great fan cast, but does he deserve it?
No. Is it for the better of DC?
No, I think we can get somebody better.
How you gonna get a better Lobo?
Better than Lobo than Jason Momoa.
Then I say don't.
Besides, what's his name?
You was
Chris-
sucking
Chris-
Henry Cavill's cock
What's his name?
in 2024. Anything that involved Henry Cavill, you was with. So your opinion about niggas
Henry
you
Cavill
like
was basically
does
like-
is not relevant in this moment. I'm saying we don't. Just because you like somebody, you're willing to give them a blank slate, forgive them for all they've done. He doesn't give a shit about DC. He's shown me nothing. He's there for a paycheck. He's
Yes.
Chris Hemsworth. He's
Yes.
Thor.
You talking
So
about Jason
he don't
Momoa?
deserve it.
Are you talking about Jason?
Momoa, yes.
Jason has
That's
no
what he
loyalty
is.
to these. Yeah, he's definitely for
You're
the
a
check.
puppet. So Lobo, if he has a small role, sure, who cares? But if we care about the role of Lobo, he can do so much more. And this piece of shit don't care.
I don't even think that we need Lobo in this universe.
You mean me? I don't think he's
believe
needed.
that. I don't think we need a Lobo.
He
in this
doesn't
universe
deserve
at
it. And he doesn't need to be in it.
Lobo is not a character that's needed at all. He's not that important, but
Right.
he's nice to have. He's a
all.
fan.
Like,
I think that he's
like,
dope.
For the fans to see him.
For the fans to see him, he's
He
going to
goes,
be in
he goes all
Supergirl.
around the world. In the
He
universe.
shows up in Supergirl. He has a lot of ties with Superman. It makes sense for a Lobo to be in this universe.
We can see him in all type of stuff. Green Lantern, different
Yeah.
shit. He goes all around the universe.
Shout out to the 5 gifted members that just came into Jody's Corner by way of Bominicials. Shout out to Bominicials, man, for dropping the coin on us. Also, I think Evil donated $100. Shout out to my dog, Evil. The PayPal way!
The right way.
The right way. He says, Happy New Year, Jody's Corner, new beginnings, same Jody and new heights. DC Rises, Sus Gang, and E-Man for 2025. Learn to laugh at yourself sometimes. It's okay to laugh at jokes on ourselves. Here is a test. Don't get upset. Just laugh it off. Got it, E?
Man.
There you go. Take that shit. Lobo.
From your
Thank you,
sensei.
Evil. Shout out to 2025.
That's from his
Thank you to you.
sensei.
I
That's
appreciate
his
you, bro.
sensei said that. So he
Evil
got
is
to
a
take
huge
it.
supporter of the channel, and I would like to say that I think that Jason, you bring up a good point. Jason Momoa is a guy that, in my opinion, has no loyalty to DC. His loyalty is to his friends and to money. Those are priorities that are above DC. I'm pretty sure his family, obviously. And so easily he aligned himself with the Snyderverse and trying to say that there was a Snyder Cut when there clearly wasn't one. And it was proven that it wasn't one. And they needed $100 million to make it, finish it. Which means there was no movie in a reel sitting there ready to be played. It just doesn't exist. It's a myth, like a unicorn. And to hear him say all that stuff, like, man, he was getting on Warner Brothers, like, what's going on? Y'all need to really do something about this. Shut up and be Aquaman, dog. And I was really pissed on him. I'm like, I'm done with him. But, you know, Aquaman is one of the better movies in the DC EU.
Facts.
It's a great film.
Facts.
He is not Arthur, King of Atlantis to me when you look at him.
he's a
From
joke.
BVS, from Man of Steel, he's a wait, whoa, motherfucker. But in Aquaman, he showed me with that suit that he can be a king. And I embraced him as Aquaman. We moved forward, and now he's Lobo. And I'm okay with him being Lobo. I'm just not looking at Jason Momoa to be a cornerstone of the DCU like Iron Man is a corner of the MCU. Robert Downey
That's
Jr.
good. I like that.
You know how there's cornerstone actors. Gal Gadot was the cornerstone actor of the DCEU. She was the one that people loved. Boosted
Okay,
it.
would you?
Chris Evans is a cornerstone of the MCU, like Robert Downey Jr. is a cornerstone actor. Jason Momoa is not a cornerstone actor.
So
of
we
DC.
don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what his role is going to be. But
Lobo.
based off the Lobo, okay, I'm just asking the question. Let's say that he gets a low key role. Will you be okay with that?
A low key role.
Like what low key was to the MCU?
Oh, Loki.
Oh, Loki.
Yeah. If he gets a low key role,
I'm fine with that because Loki. Once again, Loki is not as big in comics as he is in the MCU.
nobody knows who Lobo
And
is.
Loki
in
was
comics.
a
I'm not
villain.
even at comics.
Chris, what's his name? Chris Middleton? Tom Hiddleston?
Tom
Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston, right? Tom Hiddleston is not. Tom Hiddleston made Loki more popular than he ever
Yeah.
was in the comics.
I believe
In
that.
the MCU.
believe
So I would say that Lobo is obscure fan favorite, almost kind of, you know what I'm saying? And I think that Jason Momoa could do what Tom Hiddleston did. He could make Lobo what Loki is in the MCU.
And then my
popular.
follow up is, does he deserve it?
See, I don't.
James Wan deserves it.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yes. James Wan, but he's not gonna be working on Lobo, is he?
I thought he's out.
We don't know.
And he's going.
He's the super. So he's showing up as Lobo in Supergirl.
Right.
We know who the person that's going to be doing it is, and that's why I have so much faith in Supergirl more than anything else, because we see that Jason Momoa is tied to it. He's going to be playing it. Look, they even look the same, and he don't even have no makeup
That's
on.
perfect for him.
I mean, like, look at that. There's
Like-
no makeup. He already looks like him.
Yeah. You don't even got to shave that beard off. He could straight.
He could
straight
be
bro.
him.
Yeah.
With his rings, his rock
He don't
star,
have to take
Yahoo,
nothing off. Yep.
his attitude, the way he dresses, all of it works here. But here is the man, Craig Gillespie. He is the man that's going to be directing Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. There is something so special about this man, because there's something, when you look up his IMDb, you see him here, and you see in the first paragraph where it says what he's known for. He's best known for films. Now tell me if you guys notice, I talked about this on Jody's Corner a lot. I talked about this director, Craig Gillespie, a lot, and how I believe in him. Those of you guys may or may not know, but those of you guys who don't, and people in the studio, let me know what you guys think. What do you see in common with the first sentence here? It says, Craig Gillespie is an Australian film director best known for his films Lars and the Real Girl, I, Tonya, and Cruella. What do we see? What's the theme that's in common with these three films that he's known for?
May I?
Flash?
I haven't seen all the movies, but I know I've seen Cruella, and I'm guessing they're all women main characters.
Correct. They're all films starring female
Leads.
protagonists, female leads, and they're good movies. I, Tonya is something that I have seen. Cruella is something that I have seen. Cruella kind of blew me away a little bit. I really didn't think Cruella was going to be good like that, but
Right. But he blew me out the water with that one.
Cruella was fire. And
still
I
gotta
haven't
watch that.
had the pleasure of seeing The Real Girl. So no, those are the three movies he's known for. A male directing female leads. That's rare. And for a male to direct female leads and have success doing it. Like, his films with female leads are fire. And there is no more higher female lead in superheroes except Wonder Woman than Supergirl.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just where it is. If you're able to do that, you could argue Storm, but when you see this come to fruition, that this will be his fourth film with a female lead, with his track record, this movie is about to be fire. With the fact that James said the script was so good, he kind of had to fast track it and make this movie happen. Regardless if Superman did well or not, Supergirl was going to come out because they made that a part of the
And
future
play
plans.
cleanup. Regardless of what Superman does.
Regardless.
Supergirl is going to play cleanup. That's what's going to... And I've always felt that way.
Regardless, now if Superman is amazing, Supergirl's still coming to bring that house of
Two
L.
L's. Yeah, that's
He's gonna
two
play
L's.
She's
cleanup.
gonna just double down with the fire.
Yeah.
But if Superman ends up being trash, guess who's coming to?
Play cleanup. And just clean up all the mess.
That would be dope if we.
And
get
why
two
did
L's making
James
great
want
movies.
that? Why did James make that happen, regardless of Superman's success? Because he knew how fire the script was. He
Right.
read the script and he
That's what he
said,
said.
"Holy crap, this is amazing. We got to do this." He said Supergirl ended. I'm paraphrasing. He alluded to that Supergirl ended up being better than he even expected it to be, to the
Wow.
point where he was like, "Wow, all right, we got to make this happen." And this is the director helming it. So Lobo is going to be in this movie from Craig Gillespie. Now, I feel that he'll do a great job as Lobo, and it'll be a fire film. He only makes the movie that much better because instantly Supergirl and Lobo having a fight makes me leak.
And Supergirl is serious. Lobo's a joke like a mug, but when he turned
Lobo's
it up,
serious too.
but when he turned it up, he turned it up. When he
Yeah.
because he's always my main man. He always got that damn cigar in his mouth or whatever, bro.
And his bike.
and his bike,
his
and that
iconic
chain.
bicycle.
Yeah, yeah.
He's more than...
A
He's
galactic rock star.
He's
Rock
not
star.
a joke. See, when you say
I like
joke,
that, yeah.
you're
Galactic rock star,
minimalizing
yeah.
and you're simplifying Lobo. If he was a joke, he wouldn't be in the fucking film. So I would
Right.
rather you not say joke. You don't like him, but he's not a joke.
I
I like Lobo, but I always label him
I
as
think
a
he means
joke.
by he's like a
He's a bounty hunter. He doesn't take things
comedy
serious.
character.
Yes, he is.
Deadpool.
But to call
Yeah.
him a joke,
But less trash. Like, more serious than Deadpool.
Right.
yes, but he's not a joke. He's maybe I don't like label him a joke. You're already setting up the movie for failure.
I mean,
Nah,
is that necessarily
not true.
true that
Not
he's
true.
because he's a joke,
Not
the movie's
true.
getting set up for failure? I don't agree with that.
I don't think. 'Cause I don't look at Lobo as a joke. He's a bounty hunter.
Isn't Jason Momoa kind of a joke?
Yes,
He
is
doesn't
a
deserve
joke.
to be in this spot.
But wait a minute. Let's wait a minute. Jason Momoa plays the comic characters really well. He even jokified Aquaman.
So we're doubling down on a nigga that doesn't deserve to be in this film.
Well, I think that he's actually
He is Lobo.
jokey like Lobo.
He looks like Lobo. We saw.
I mean, he's
He was
built
born-
and-
he
I
was
would say
born to
this.
play Lobo.
I
Look
trust
like-
James with that. If
was-
you're gonna make a somebody that don't matter and
Right.
make him pay some kind of penance for that,
James,
I can see James can do it.
Yes.
Look what he did with the Guardians. Look what he did with the Guardians. Yeah,
But
Look at the
understand,
Guardians.
but understand, James has nothing to do with this character Lobo.
right. But
You know, understand? It's the writer
know,
who's writing Supergirl.
I get it,
and it's the
but
director.
you're overseeing it.
Like,
he's
under-
not gonna approve
he-
it if it's trash.
that's
And
that's
he
true.
will,
He did say
and
that.
he will add his 2 cents into
Yeah.
it too.
And think
I don't
about
think he
it.
did though. He let
But-
it, he
yeah.
said the script was so good he had to fast track it. And he's not. I don't think this idea that James is stepping on people's toes creatively.
I don't think
he's doing that.
I don't think he's doing that at all.
People are, and the only reason why people are bringing that up is because of what's going on between him and Matt Reeves with the Batman 2.
But I think he's collaborative though. But collaborative also means, oh, you can add this too. Oh, that would be cool, James. But I think James would give that person the credit instead of James saying, oh, I did that.
I think the issue that you have with Matt Reeves is Matt Reeves is trying to use so much stuff that James trying to do for his Brave and the Bold, and Matt Reeves like, oh no, I'm doing that.
You're
He's
assuming.
like, nah, bro, you're not.
it's going to
doing
be a
that.
power struggle with
Yeah.
villains. The Rogues Gallery. If Matt wants to use a villain, you can't double it up for the freaking DCU
Yeah.
Batman. So I just think that that's just haters, Matt Reeves fans, fanboys that are just trying to cause dismay.
And at the end of the
the
day,
Lobo
Matt-
situation is not the same.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't conflate the two. Those are two different situations.
So does Lobo deserve to be? Does
Not
Jason
Lobo,
Momoa
Jason
deserve
Momoa.
to be Lobo? Lobo? Yeah, I'd say
He
give it to
looks
him.
like
he was
Lobo.
in. He was in a movie that grossed $1 billion. The DCEU's first $1 billion film, $1.1 billion. Even though 98.7% of that belongs to James Wan, I would agree with you. Go ahead, Keon.
Does Ezra Miller deserve to be back? I'm
Um,
not
don't
talking
answer
to
that. You ask Jody.
yeah, I would give him another chance.
you. Does Gal Gadot
I'm
deserve
not
to be back?
Yes. Yeah, no, now if you're asking me would I bring him back, it's different. Deserve and should bring,
I'm saying
will
deserve,
bring.
yes. I'm saying deserve to be back.
I think that anybody that put respect on DC deserves a second chance.
Did
Especially if they haven't had a movie.
Did they put respect on DC or Zack Snyder?
Did they put respect on DC or Zack Snyder?
When the time came,
Zack Snyder puts
did
no
they align
no respect
with
on DC.
They allied at the detriment of DC fans. Those outside of Gal, those people.
Even you can even
stood
throw
side by
Gal.
side.
You could even throw Gal in there because she was the one that retweeted released the Snyder cut as well. She's a part of
But
that.
that,
bunch as well
but
now.
Jay, but
because
but,
she released that dumb tweet.
and Jason Momoa, woo! There's no side. He was there. Woohoo! He was there for that shit. Gal's face wasn't at that party.
Sure.
I put more culpability on Jason Momoa. So if we're gonna bring Jason back, then we open the door for Henry Cavill and Gal to come back too.
But
wouldn't
but
mind
he's
seeing
coming back as a different character. He's not Aquaman no more, so it's okay. Now if Gal comes back as freaking Cheetah or something, then we're not tripping. If Henry Cavill comes back as the Atom, we're not tripping. We're okay.
Said the Atom.
I just threw a character out there.
Hey, you're
no one's
hey,
tripping.
You're diabolical. That's,
Why?
You're absolutely diabolical.
I think it's okay.
That's why he said that.
But I wouldn't. If the character changes, then it's not canon, and we're good with it. The problem is who you gonna have as Superman, who you gonna have as Wonder Woman, who you gonna have as these Justice League characters. That's
And
what
it's
I
not
care
his
about.
movie either. It's just he's just basically want to say a standalone character in this, bro. It's not his movie. This is her movie. So we probably will barely even see him too much into this movie in the first place.
I don't want people to understand that I'm advocating for these actors and actresses to get their jobs back in the DCU as the characters.
Well,
they
that's
have
what
been.
you sound.
That is not what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you sound like, Jody. Yeah,
I'm
you
glad.
want the Snyderverse back. Yeah.
I'm glad that you said that, so I should clarify real quick. Should they come back to the DCU? Absolutely freaking not. Now, Wonder Woman is the only one that I want to come back into the DCU because for obvious reasons, she had a first movie, a second in the pandemic, released on streaming because of Jason Killar's bullshit, and she had her third movie lined up, and then it's taken from her. And we just went off of the Snyder Cut bullshit about finishing missions and completing shit. She was the shining example of hope for the DCEU, the only one that we had. Of course, I think that gal should get a shot as Wonder Woman 3, directed by Patty Jenkins. Of course, that's it. Superman, Henry Cavill? Nope. Jason Momoa's Aquaman? Nope. Zachary Levi's Shazam? Heck no. So no one else deserves to come back into the DCU as their characters besides Gal Gadot. That's it. That's where I draw the line in the sand.
She should never left in the first place, to be honest.
She
She didn't
fired.
leave. She was like isolated
Fired.
out, like
Yeah, I know.
cut off.
But didn't he say he was going younger? He kept saying, I'm going
Nah, he
younger
didn't say
this,
that.
I'm going younger that.
He didn't say that. That's just another rumor and myth out there. Because if we look at Gal, she just had a baby, by the way. Shout out to Gal who was dealing with she was dealing with a situation with her pregnancy, and she ended up doing well, coming out good on the other end. But I just think that Jason Momoa as Lobo is a great thing. Imagine like the fades that they're gonna have. Supergirl fading Lobo real quick. You know what I'm saying? Him doing his little shit.
So that
the
means
superpower
Lobo,
being
so if Lobo
you're
get-
Kryptonian.
the destruction.
So how
I
I'm
ain't seen a
seeing it-
Kryptonian in a long time.
So, how I'm seeing it, Lobo got to get his ass beat. He got to do the job.
will.
He got to get served by Supergirl.
But he's gonna do some. He's gonna serve her up too, though.
No, cool. He can beat up fodder, but when it comes to Supergirl, it
No.
needs to be a
They gonna throw hands.
no. No. Supergirl needs to own him.
I don't know about
I
that.
think in the
Battle and experience, I'll give you. But in
Right.
terms of raw power, she should own him. Only reason why she beat him, I'm more experienced than you. I know how to maneuver around the
right. So
battlefield.
that's why you would see it.
But when it comes to power, she should overpower him no matter what.
Sure. She's
I mean,
stronger than he is by a lot.
Is she really?
Absolutely.
See, that's
She's
it.
not as strong as Superman.
Yeah, I would say.
I think
she
a
is.
Kryptonian
She is as strong as
stronger
Superman.
than whatever.
She,
and
think about it. Think about it like this: Are women stronger than men?
Yes,
No.
yes, they give birth. Can you
Are
give
women
birth?
stronger than men? Flash?
Physically.
Oh, you didn't specify. Oh,
I said stronger.
can they take more burden
physically
than
stronger?
us?
Physically
take-
stronger. They're not, right? Men are physically stronger than women generally. That's how Superman and Supergirl are. But they're still both strong as freak.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she.
They're
She
Well, I
take it more.
take it as because she didn't suck all the sunlight like he did.
No. Yeah, well,
Sure,
nowhere-
that's how it works. She took the sunlight. She's strong. The difference is, just like Kryptonians, men are stronger than women. As simple as that. Now she can get stronger than him. She can even get stronger than him.
yeah, she can absorb
It's
more of the
possible.
sun rays.
She's
than,
young.
than Clark.
You know what I'm saying? Her cells are nutrient more.
I would have more
younger
issue if she out tactician
Is
Lobo.
she not
That would be
younger
my
than
problem.
Yeah.
She's
So
younger than
Clark
Yeah.
is younger than her, but
she's
but
she's
his-
younger than
yeah.
him. As far as Earth is concerned,
Yeah.
Clark has been on Earth longer than her.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's younger.
He went through the black hole before she
she's
did.
younger.
Yeah, he went through the black
Earth-wise.
hole. Yeah.
Earth-wise, but she's physically.
She was
mature.
stuck. She
It's
was,
like being in space and you come out of cryogenic.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
That's semantics.
because
but
yes,
the point
she
is,
was
exactly.
stuck. She was stuck already. He was
Supergirl is
already
his older
Superman.
cousin.
Yes.
He was already
Period.
Superman. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they could have some hands thrown, but Supergirl will, nigga, I'm Supergirl. Finish Lobo, tee him up a little bit and make him know what time it is.
So
And
we,
then,
so
and
we should
then
definitely get
also,
Superman being mentioned.
Superman had
by
enough,
Lobo.
have more time to be under that sun. So it depends how they portray the Supergirl.
I don't think that Superman works like. I don't think the Kryptonians work like that. There's a cap. You get the sun, you're at full power. It's not like, oh, I've been here for 2
Yeah,
years. You've been
because
here
of
for
the
1
Zod
year,
thing.
so
See,
I'm stronger. It don't work like that.
Yeah, and Zod makes sense. You're a general. I understand why Zod showing up, superpower Kryptonian. Clark has been under the sun for 15 years. You should be stronger than Zod.
It doesn't work like that.
I thought it was.
That's how I figured it worked.
No, because just like just like us, some of us are faster than others, regardless of how young or old we are. Some
So
of
you're
us are
using
just better.
you're using the super serum theory.
No, I'm using the cellular level
So
theory. Like
if you
some
get
cells,
same shit. If I give a woman the super serum, I give a crazy nigga the super serum, and I give Captain America the super serum, are we getting the same results?
no,
Why?
because of the different people, the different their
So
physiology.
the
Genetic-
same
the
thing
genetic
applies to
mental
the
makeup.
Kryptonians.
Yes, the same
That's
thing.
so we agree.
Oh, I guess we do agree.
Okay,
You
that's
agree
what I
with
was
that?
saying, nigga.
Yeah, you said the
Oh,
the length
Lord
of
have
time.
mercy. You're just trying to disagree with me, nigga.
No, I'm not. It's 2025. Unclog your dirty.
You
ears,
look like
freaking
your fuck,
bastard.
nigga. I'll
You
spit in
take
your
your
mouth
IV,
again,
Take a
nigga.
shower.
Let's not. Watch out.
Nigga.
Watch out.
We trying to, nigga. Why you trying to trigger me?
Oscar the Grouch.
Why you trying to trigger me, bro?
I ain't trying to trigger you, bro. You said
You
length
trying
of the
to trigger
sun.
me.
You said if you under the sun longer, you stronger.
trying
I'm
to
saying
trigger-
no. That's
because
not how it works.
I thought they did explain that.
If my physiology could absorb sunlight twice as better as yours, that means I could be here for 2 years, you could be here 3 years, and I'm still stronger than you.
Yeah.
It's the way that I'm absorbing the sunlight and crafting that motherfucker into raw, pure energy.
But
let's use Naruto. How deep my pool of chakra is.
Then what's the point of having that
Superman being there all that time.
Superman, that the one Superman who been in the sun for 1,000,000 years?
That Superman Prime shit. No, there's more
Superman
stuff
1 million,
involved with
all
that.
that
He's been in different worlds and different suns
that's-
or whatever. Yeah,
that's-
he
I
left.
don't
He
know
left for
that shit with
15 years or whatever like that,
that's
bro.
some
Yeah,
weird
he was gone. Yeah, but I would say this though: if you are able to absorb more sunlight, yeah, you will be stronger. But the difference is you probably won't be able to use your abilities like that because you don't know how to use them. All this stuff is coming to you at once. Like with Zod. So like with the shit that was with the shit with Zod.
Okay.
Like with Zod or whatever, it made no sense that
So you're agreeing with me?
was using. That's why Zack Snyder, that part is trash. It's no way that Zod should have been able to use those abilities that quick, and he didn't know anything about it. It took years for Clark to learn how to use those powers. So that's why it was stupid for that situation to happen. Goddamn hand away from me.
Finally, I've been trying to get in touch with you all day.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. My card.
Bitch!
The name's Lobo. That's L as in lacerate, O as in obliterate, B as in disembowel, and O as in... I guess I could use obliterate twice, huh? What do you think?
I think you're a certifiable madman.
Bitch!
Oh, thanks.
Superman! All clear!
Bitch, take this!
Yes! Diagonal suckers are playing dirty! I'm losing it! Going under!
Stay back! What is it? I don't know.
Tim Daly.
I've never seen a creature like this.
I love you too. First rule of hunting, super duper. Make the target come to you.
That's what Superman turned
Good
up.
advice.
What's up? Dude. Batter up.
Whistle for your bike. There you go.
No riders!
Stop here, driver. There they are.
Bro, why are we watching this, bro?
Superman animated series.
believe it.
Oh, crap.
Believe me, Mr. President, you have my word that my new weapon system will... What the devil?
Hey, that would be tight. That would be tight. That actually happened.
No, the people! Popped it.
Dang, man. I gotta say, I am impressed. When I seen you go after that rocket, I couldn't figure what you were doing. Then it hit me. You didn't want no one else getting hurt, even if you took the frag in yourself. You actually care about them geeks.
They're human beings.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have to make do without their big blue babysitter from now on.
He got a crowbar.
Someone's paid me a heap of cash for your carcass.
Commercial.
And the main man
Commercial.
always delivers.
That was the commercial right there.
Now, the more you move, the worse it'll hurt. So, feel free to go crazy. Excuse me?
Leave him alone. Go on, get out of here.
Well, little lady. Hello.
Lois, stay back.
Shut up.
Pipe down, Junior. Lois, huh? Guess that means you know this loser, right, honey?
Don't mess with no Lois.
You his girlfriend or something.
Turn up time.
Drop dead.
Of course, anybody with class would rather be
You
hanging
don't
with the
need this
main
guy in
man.
this movie, bro.
Yeah,
Why don't you
please.
show old Lobo how classy you are?
You pig!
I like a babe who plays rough. Come on, let me have another. Right here, right here.
Beat.
Dirty friggin' that
Freaking
on every floor. Put them on round-the-clock shifts if you have to, but I want all repairs
Freaking
completed.
Destroy! Immediately!
Yeah, we need that. Miss Taskmaster!
Gotta
Right? Isn't that fire?
Yeah.
Miss Taskmaster!
But it's
I'm thinking
Supergirl,
about
not
Drax in the MCU, but like way better. Lobo is Drax, way better, way
Yeah,
more
no, I
cooler. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
seen
we need
Jason
that.
all day as that, bro. I can see it.
That's exactly. Jason, like by default, plays. I can't remember the last time I seen Jason Momoa play a serious.
Oh,
In what? Because he wasn't serious like that in Fast. He was like sussy in Fast 9 or 10.
have you seen? Have
was
you seen?
serious.
Oh, it's worse.
I mean, he
oh,
was serious. He was
oh,
sus.
Oh,
serious.
oh,
Nah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. Have you seen the Steve trailer yet?
The Steve trailer.
Oh,
yeah.
ah, easy.
Oh, Minecraft. No.
Oh,
He's in there?
Yeah.
See, okay, so you're making my point for me.
He-
When's the last time we seen?
but
I'm
Jack
asking.
Black is in
When have we seen Jason Momoa be in a serious role?
Was that Apple TV? The
so
Apple TV
now-
show that he did.
Oh,
that-
see.
yeah.
Oh, see, yeah, you see.
he does a lot of
Good.
tight roles, but he confuses me. He switches between a tight nigga with the swords and shit,
Versatility.
sliding, doing Dune
Yeah, yeah.
with the warrior. You
Oh, yeah,
you doing all this shit, and then real quick,
Chris Hemsworth.
he real quick with that shit.
Him and Chris Hemsworth got that. In,
That nigga got
him and Chris
range,
Hemsworth
bro.
got that in
Shit
common. They
crazy.
personalities are damn near the same, bro. They
Yeah,
play jokey.
but Chris
type of-
Hemsworth is not cool. Jason Momoa is cool.
Yeah,
You know?
he fucked Khaleesi.
Yeah, I wanna.
God.
You wanna be homies with Jason. You wanna go out and drink beers with Jason.
That's why we forgive him, because we seen him get boxed before. You smashed Khaleesi.
And he was
so
with
we
old
good.
girl for his freaking baby
Oh,
mama.
Lisa
is,
Bonet.
Yeah, like come on, bro. We know what time it is out here. So I think that we could use him in the DCU, but he's not a big part of it. You know, just that's what I'm. It's not like he's.
Now
trying to be Aquaman.
I would say that the type of person that that James is that he'll probably especially if people love him so much, and a lot of people don't know who Lobo is, he'll probably give him his own movie one day. Now I'll say that.
Now let's pivot to the douchebag who was calling me all type of freaking names and freaking
Oh.
bullshit.
Is he
So,
here?
What do you think about? Is he here? What do you think about?
I thought you were talking about the
video.
nigga for real. Oh, I was thinking about the wrong nigga. Oh, so I had a couple of issues. His microphone looks like a dick. His bed was not made. You fucking get those pictures you have in your wall.
Worst movie.
Look like you bought. You literally just half of them is crinkled. You started the video with your bed not made. That tells me a lot about you as a person. You don't give a shit. You just literally started the camera and went go.
You don't have life. You don't have no life.
No, he has a life.
You don't got no life when you gotta
He
really
has a
focus
life.
and do some shit like that, and you gotta really press on somebody else's shit and talk about them when you don't have nothing else better going for yourself. He has the trashiest collection. He said about the Snyder. Yeah, everything in there. Fucking Endgame was trash. All the
Speaking
rest
of
of the other
Snyder.
stuff he had. He had the Snyder fucking Justice Snyder coat shit was in there up on this thing. He had some whack ass shit.
The
Everything
nigga
on it was bad,
had
bro.
restore the Snyder Code on his door.
Yeah.
He has a drawing look like he drew in the 5th grade on his shit, right on his wall. So, and then Mr. Man, hold on, I got something for you. Hold on, Mr. Man, give me my camera. I don't know, Dunbar Archive, whatever your name is.
Latino. He Latino, man.
Oh, nigga. I need you to smell that for me, nigga. Smell it, dog. And suck it, Dunbar Archives. I don't know if you Mexican or Persian.
Probably Aztec.
But I do agree. He should at least made up his bed before he started talking stuff.
And the
about
microphone
other
looks
people.
like a cock.
Yeah, that's crazy. He got the posters.
He don't
and
have a
shit.
life, bro. He's somebody who, whatever, that's probably like barely have friends. All he has to do is basically.
He's one of
talk
those
about
guys
shit.
that probably was
The
a hater
basement.
during the me and Andy day. That's why he brought up Andy. So years back when
he
he
used
was
to play
like,
that game?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of them. I think first of all, I don't dox people. That's just what I don't do. So I'll defend myself in saying that first of all, this dweeb means nothing to me. I could sit here and completely destroy, annihilate, and roast him, but it just shows he's not worth it. He's not even worth the energy. I bring it up because I wanted to prove that I was right, and that's really it.
Why does he have
But
his pillow
I don't
with the
dox
L
people.
shape?
I don't dox people. I think he's talking about. Remember that Mad Max Mandalorian idiot
Yeah.
that hide behind the mask?
Yeah.
I said that
like
I'll
that
unmask you, nigga, because I got a picture of his face. He tries to hide
Damn,
his
that
face.
was a long time ago.
I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
nigga,
yeah,
I got your face. I'll show it to the world. That's not doxing. That's revealing who you are on your face. You go on camera and you hide behind a mask, I'm taking that shit off.
So that's
nigga.
what he's talking about when he said.
That's who he's talking about.
Oh,
So
wow.
that is not doxing. Doxing is
I
when
remember that. I remember
doxing
that.
is when you release information, personal information about somebody, their address, their place of business, their work, stuff like that. And I don't do that, bro. But taking your mask off and showing people what you really look like, that's not doxing, homie. So you need to look up what that means, and that's not what I do.
This guy's not a DC fan. Everything that he has on his board, he got.
He is a Snyder cultist.
Snyder.
It's Snyder
And
shit.
then you got
Snyder cult.
Everything.
You got
he has
Matt
LeBron
Reeves.
James
I
Space
want-
Jam on
You got
there.
Matt Reeves.
That tells you everything you need to know about this.
LeBron
man.
James Space Jam?
Look at that. Right
Oh,
there.
everything he got in
fuck,
there.
fuck.
Yes,
The
Space
Spider
Jam.
Verse. Into the Spider Verse. Well, into the Spider. Is that?
Look at this door.
Yeah, that's-
Hashtag
that's-
restore the Snyderverse.
That's what Keon
This,
said.
ladies and gentlemen, the biggest thing I can show you is this, ladies and gentlemen, is a Snyder cultist. This is what they look like, and this is how they act. You hear the things that he was saying about me? You hear how nasty he was? Piece of shit, this and horrible human, but you're making videos about my content, talking about my scoops because you love me? It's a love-hate
Jody
relationship.
said nasty. Very nasty comments, this guy. Very nasty.
Very bad man.
This individual is exactly who that I was fighting against for years. The hate they have for me is real because I bring that real heat, that real fire. There's no crazy controversies here. Only the honey.
Yes.
Only the real, only the truth, only honest opinions. And if I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but believe that my opinion was true. I would always give you my true intentions, and this is the hate that they show. Say these nasty, terrible things about me. Very, very nasty.
2025, Jody.
This is why we move forward with DC Rises, and these motherfuckers is in the back. We're letting them go. They're in the. I don't let these motherfuckers come. They can't talk Superman for me, and don't let them talk Superman for you. That's why they channels is dead. They can't talk Superman now.
What you
They can't
mean?
talk DC now.
Channels
Y'all
dead.
Snyderverse, y'all done, bruh.
We're
DC
live.
Rises, Jody's Corner. Subscribe.